Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground is brought to you by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
You know, I think if we go back, we all have a story about rocks. Rocks are mesmerizing. You find a rock that's pretty and you carry it in your pocket or you keep it in your hand. You know, we've had them throughout history. As long as the world has been rock. You know, folks have used cairns way back in the Scots used them for trail markers. The Confederates used them to give directions for where the troops should go. So they've been used all over the world for different things. So we all have a story about rock. You know, kids, we always had rocks in our pocket, or we go someplace on vacation. I don't know how many, even the older folks will say, "Oh, yeah, oh, there's this rock that I had to bring home." So it's kind of one of those universal things that everybody seems to be able to relate to, which is pretty awesome because it kind of opens up the lines of communication no matter who you're dealing with. My name is Mark Herbert, and I make products with Lake Superior stone. This is going to be our 4th year that we've been doing this now. So my wife is retired, and I'm working part-time, kind of maybe semi-retired if you want to call it. So we're kind of seeing how this goes. The kids are gone. There's not a whole lot of empty nest syndrome here happening. We're enjoying it. So we're just kind of expounding our banner. You know, where is it going to take us? I don't know. We might get too big and we have to say, nope, we're going to stay in this realm with that, because we certainly, again, part of what we like to do is when we go out and we actually get to talk to folks and do that. And certainly it'd be nice to do some shipping from home, but getting out is half the fun too. We met some very awesome people. I've always enjoyed working with my hands. My dad was a woodworker in that, and so it gave me something to combine everything that I love to do. The North Shore, Lake Superior, Minnesota, working with my hands, and things that kind of tie everybody together, and which seems funny, but rock. In that. So it just seemed to be a natural fit for me. I don't have to be too precise like some of the wonderful woodworkers and such out there, because sometimes having things being off a little bit, especially with the stone, makes it that much more unique. I'm amazed at how many people say, well, you know, you got gray lamps, but you know, gray is gray. Gray is not gray. I mean, even in the gray colors, there's blues and there's greens to it, and there's, you know, dark and light and that kind of thing. I think that no matter what you put together, there's another one like it. You can have the same kind of style, you can have the same kind of, you know, obviously if you have stack lamps, there's stack lamps, but the coloration is so different. And I think how we do it is different. It's by no means is it a manufactured product. We pick our product, we drill our product, we cut our product, we put our product together, and it is made in Minnesota, where we make our products from Minnesota items. We make them here in Minnesota, and we take a lot of pride in that. We have a range of products that we make. We use Lake Superior rock, and we make rain gauges. We make bud vases. We make cairn bud vases, which are rock stacked around a bud vase. We do drawer pulls. We do coasters, we do buttons, we do necklaces, we do all kinds of things, again, all with Lake Superior rock in that. So we have a theme, we keep to that theme. We don't import rocks or anything, or we don't go to the railroad tracks and pick a bunch of rocks. So, and you can tell by the softness and the smoothness of the rock itself. So we make other products for some other folks. We have a friend who does some beautiful furniture work, and we make her drawer pulls, are the rocks that we make and pick for her. So we expand, and if folks call with a particular request, we certainly give it a shot if we can make something, and that's gone anywhere from pet, you know, headstones to stones that for grandma that, you know, they didn't have a head marker or something. So my father always said, do what you can when you can, because there might be a time when you can't.
If you enjoyed this segment of Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground, consider making a contribution at lptv.org. If you have segment ideas pertaining to North Central Minnesota, contact us at legacy@lptv.org. Common Ground is funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund by the vote of the people on November 4th, 2008.